Good morning everyone. I welcome you all in my channel Fun with Biology. Today I have brought very interesting topic for you of class 11th eukaryotic cell. In my previous class I have explained you about the prokaryotic cell in which I took an example of bacteria. Now I am going to explain you the basic thing about eukaryotic cell. Children, if we are talking about the eukaryotic cell, a eukaryotic cell which is well defined, which is advanced cell which contains well defined nucleus in it, the nucleus which needs to be covered with nuclear membrane, which contains all membrane bounded cell organelles in it like mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, vacuoles, etc. And it is possessing ATS type of ribosome in it. So if we are talking about the eukaryotic cell, a cell which is having the well-defined nucleus, membrane-bounded cell organelles, ATS type of ribosomes and membrane-bounded cell organelles, and then that is called eukaryotic cell. Now the question is, where does it found? Do we have? Yes, definitely. The plant cell, animal cell, fungi and the protist are having eukaryotic cell. Let me explain you about the protist. The protists are the living organism which are having unicellular cell, the living organism in that, like if we are talking about amoeba belongs to protist. If we are talking about unicellular eukaryotic cell, then amoeba belongs to protist. Amoeba, paramecium, euglena, they all belongs to protist. If we are talking about fungi, if we are taking the bread molds, if we are talking about bread molds, the bread is being spoiled for 3-4 days and the fungi is being developed. That fungi is also having eukaryotic cell in their body, and plants are also having, and animals are also having eukaryotic cell in their body. Now the question is there any difference between plant cell and animal cell? Yes. Although the plant cell and animal cell both are having this eukaryotic cell, but still there is a kind of difference between them. Let's see what kind of difference they are having. Plant cell and animal cell, you can see over here I have drawn the diagram. If we are talking about the plant cell, it is rectangular in shape, but whereas in animal cell it is spherical in shape. You can see over here it is larger in size, it is comparatively it is smaller in size. Here in this diagram you can see over here the two covering are found. The outer covering is called cell wall and the inner inside the cell wall, just beneath the cell wall, cell membrane is found. Whereas in animal cell only and only cell membrane is found, which is also called plasma membrane. Here the nucleus is shifted at the periphery condition or near the cell membrane, but in animal cell it is always found at the center of cell. You can see over here in the diagram a big vacuole is found which is covering most of the part of cell, whereas in animal cell very small vacuole, number of vacuoles are found very in small condition, in small shape. Large vacuole found, small vacuoles are found. Now the question is, which type of food is stored in plant cell? The storage food of plant cell is starch, whereas in animal cell glycogen and fats are stored. And lysosome is found in plant cell very rarely we will found the lysosome, but in animal cell always the lysosome is found. My friends, lysosome is called suicidal bag, and it is actually doing the cleaning of the cell, whereas any cell organelle is being died, so the eating of that cell organelle is done by the lysosome. Along with that, the lysosome is also eating the foreign particles which are harmful for the cell. So it is also killing the cell in which it itself is doing. So it is also called suicidal bag. Along with this, the plant cell is dividing with the help of cell plate formation, whereas the animal cell is dividing with the help of cell furrow. Now what is cell plate and cell furrow? Let's see. If it is plant cell, suppose, then it will be divided with the help of this plate, which is developing from center to periphery. Center to periphery condition means from here to towards the cell membrane. But if we are talking about animal cell, so animal cell is dividing cell furrow condition. Cell furrow condition means like this. The cell membrane start moving inside. It will start from the periphery condition to central position like this. It is extending, the cell membrane extending towards the center, and like this the cell is dividing into two parts. Means it happens from periphery to center. This is cell furrow condition and this is cell plate condition. Fine. Now we will see that if we are talking about a true cell, the true cell is called when it is possessing three things in it. It needs to be having cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. In this diagram you can see over here, this is cell membrane, this is nucleus, and around the nucleus a liquid is found, and this liquid is called cytoplasm. So a cell is called true when it is possessing three things. So let's talk about the cell covering or cell membrane. Just because the plant cell containing extra wall outside it, that is called cell wall. Let's talk about firstly cell wall, then we will study about the cell membrane. If we are talking about the cell wall, my friends, I have explained you in my first video that the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665 in the cork of tree. When he observed the cork of tree under the microscope, then he saw that a compartment like structure is found, which is cell, which is being covered. Each and every compartment is being covered by a covering, and that covering is called cell wall. So basically cell wall is discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. And now the question is, which type of characters it is having? The cell wall is rigid. It is rigid. Second, it is dead, and it is permeable. It means it allows all the particle inside and outside of the cell. And it is made up of cellulose in plant cell, and it is made up of chitin in fungi. And on the basis of a structure, the cell wall may be divided in 3-4 parts. The first part is middle lamella, second part is primary cell wall, then secondary cell wall, and then tertiary cell wall. Firstly, we will talk about the middle lamella. Just see this diagram. You can see over here the two cells are adjoining each other. Two cells are found nearer to each other, but they are not touching to each other. There is a cementing part which is trying to adjoining it. So what happened? A part which is adjoining two adjacent cell, this is called middle lamella. It is cemented part. Actually, it is doing the cementing work. Cement means जब दो bricks को जोड़ते हैं तो बीच में cement लगाते हैं. तो same like that, the middle lamella is cementing part. Okay. And this middle lamella will be disappear when the plasmodesmata is found. Plasmodesmata means it's a kind of bridge between two cells. It's a kind of bridge. A bridge like structure is found which is called plasmodesmata when the two cells are joined together. Fine. At that time the middle lamella is disappeared. You can see over here just beneath the middle lamella the primary cell wall is found. Primary cell wall, beneath the primary cell wall secondary cell wall is found, and just beneath the secondary cell wall this tertiary cell wall is found. Let's talk about the middle lamella. This middle lamella, which is cementing part which is doing the adjoining of two cells, is made up of calcium and magnesium pectate. Calcium and magnesium pectate. Fine. Just beneath the middle lamella you can see over here primary cell wall is found. Basically primary cell wall is made up of cellulose and hemicellulose. This primary cellulose is found in the meristematic tissue. My friends, in 9th class you have studied about the plant cell. First type is meristematic tissue, in which the cells are always keep on dividing. So these kind of cells are always having primary cell wall. But if these cells becoming mature and deposition of lignin and suberin is found on the cell wall, then it converts from primary to secondary cell wall. So secondary cell wall containing deposit of lignin and suberin on the cells. Fine. So what is the difference between primary and secondary cell wall? Firstly, it is found in the meristematic tissue, and secondary cell wall it is found in the permanent tissue. Second thing, the primary cell wall is dead and permeable, means it will allow the things to move inside the cell. But the secondary cell wall is dead, but it is impermeable in the function. Now, tertiary cell wall is found, it is not found in all plant cell. Tertiary cell wall is also found in some gymnosperms plants, and it is made up of basically of xylon. So it was the basic structure of cell wall which is found in all the plants. Thank you. Have a nice day.